We are in a period of considerable volatility and uncertainty.
Chinese growth rate may be going from 8% down to 7% down to 6%. What we're just having at the moment is an adjustment in expectation.
The big risk right now is what if the Chinese let their currency go? I think that could send shockwaves around the world.
The world also needs to understand that China is going through this tremendous transition, so don't overreact to those shocks.
The UK is part of Europe, whether you like it or not. You can be on the inside of Europe helping to shape what those markets are like, or you can be outside having to live with the same regulation but having no influence on it at all.
At some point, I expect inflation will return in some shape or form or colour, and when that happens, I think there is every likelihood that the investment community will be profoundly unprepared, and then we could see the mother of all movements in the fixed income markets, and it could be quite alarming if you're the wrong side of it.
And so I think it's more about the preparation for the unknown and knowing what you would do rather than actually having a solution to every single cyber threat that you may experience.
The survey we've done of business leaders over the last few weeks across the whole of Europe would say that businesses feel very confident about what they're doing in digitalisation. But then you have to scratch the surface a little bit. And I think you discover that over 70% of people would tell you that their digitalisation agenda is a gamble.
The company man is dead, and I think that millennials are really looking for one life. They want to be able to integrate their personal life and their work life, and they want to be able to do that in an environment that allows them to be who they are.
I spent a few years as a consultant, and you'd come into some businesses and talk to top management and say, well, we're here to create shareholder value, and you'd want to kill yourself at that point. Forget the shareholder value piece. That has to come after you delight customers by fulfilling a need in a brilliant way.
I spend a lot of my time saying to business leaders that we are citizens of the world. We have a responsibility to speak out.
I would challenge the idea that in some ways innovation and cost are mutually exclusive. Innovation has been fundamental to the way we've transformed our cost base. The value that has created has created oxygen to invest back in the business in many new things.
How you make decisions to invest in the medium term when the medium term looks so uncertain is a real huge challenge, which means I think businesses have to really place some bets.
Think about the trends you can back, the things you know are going to happen in the future.
Well, we say all the time that we have to be constantly disrupting ourselves, otherwise we are going to be disrupted.
Either you want to be part of the change, or you want to try and be King Canute and say, stop. And if you do a King Canute and say stop, actually you're going to be completely rolled over.
And I promise you, as a business leader, I'd rather disrupt my own business with digitalisation than have someone else do it. Because if I can disrupt my own business, I can create the future.